Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. In this episode, we travel back to the tumultuous 1970s in American history. As the sexual revolution and the hippie movement were quickly infecting the nation at home and the war in Vietnam continued on abroad, a scandal of epic proportions was breaking out in Washington involving the administration of President Richard Nixon. On August 9, 1974, Nixon resigned as President of the United States, the first voluntary resignation from the Oval Office in the history of the nation. Let's look at the reason behind his controversial resignation, the Watergate scandal. Now, the Watergate scandal finds its roots in the 1972 presidential election between Nixon, who was seeking his second term in office, and his Democratic opponent, Senator George McGovern of South Dakota. During Nixon's election campaign, there was a break-in at the Watergate building, which housed the Democratic National Committee. Now, investigations revealed that 5 robbers were closely connected to Nixon, and eventually, when the findings became public, it was revealed that they were members of Nixon's re-election team. The president denied allegations that they were connected to him and won the 1972 election to begin his second term in office. Now, things quieted down somewhat, though there was always suspicion. That is until 1973, when investigations heated up behind the FBI's leadership, and Nixon attempted to hide the information related to Watergate. The investigation revealed a conspiracy in which Nixon had allegedly abused his presidential power and prevented investigative authorities from acquiring a series of tapes from the conversations in the Oval Office in which the details of the cover-up would be revealed. Authorities finally got their hands on these tapes after the High Court formally demanded that Nixon hand them over, which happened in early August of 1974. Now, facing almost certain impeachment and removal from office, Nixon resigned on August 9th and turned over the presidency to his Vice President Gerald Ford. Now, though it was the first time a president was caught in such a lie of public proportions, it sadly would not be the last. 25 years later, Democrat Bill Clinton would be impeached for blatantly lying under oath about his affair with White House intern Monica Lewinsky. He would avoid being removed from office. Nixon, meanwhile, passed away during Clinton's first term in 1994 at the age of 81. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History.